Welcome back to All That Glitters Isn't Always Gold. In today's episode, we're going to be building a late 90s Windows XP machine. So I hope you like the video and stay tuned for more. So we have the BH6 8-bit motherboard. I've already pre-installed that already. So all we have to do is put in all the components. So the first thing we're going to install is this Pentium 3 450 megahertz unit. I've redone the thermal paste on it and cleaned out the fan, so it's all ready to go. So we're just gonna pop it into its slot and hook up the fan to the motherboard. And there we go. Then we have these 300 PC100 64 megabyte sticks. I think I'm gonna put in eventually 240, 256 modules into this, but for right now, this works. Listen to that click. There we go. Next, we're going to install this 10100 Ethernet card. Yeah, looks pretty nice. I've already changed the CMOS battery out on this board, so we're good. Next, we have this NVIDIA Riva TNT2 32 megabyte module. This one has a changed heatsink on it because the original one was broken. So I just used some thermal tape and put it on there and it works fine. So we're going to install that into the AGP slot up here. I think I'm going to install a more powerful graphics card later, but we'll have to see about that later. Next, we have the Sound Blaster 16. It came with the computer already. It works pretty nice. This one just doesn't have the IDE interface on it, so it's just a Sound Blaster. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice card. So we're going to install it down here in this bottommost slot. And then there we go, there's our motherboard done. The motherboard comes on this sliding tray, so we can just slide it in the computer. Next thing to do is to put the drives in. So we have a floppy drive and we have the SATA SSD to IDE adapter. Or SATA to IDE adapter in the SATA SSD. It came on this little removable bracket that slides into the case, which is really nice. So we're just gonna pop that back in there. Next, we are going to put in the DVD and CD drive. I know a DVD drive is kind of too new for the system, but I don't have a second working CD drive for the system, so we're gonna pop in this IDE drive anyways, and yeah, so it's not entirely period accurate, but I'll get a working CD drive eventually for it. I've already set it to slave and the CD drive is master, so we're just gonna pop it into the bottom slot here. Screw it in. Sure it lines up with the front bezel. Next, we have the CD drive it came with. It works, it's 52X. It's already set to master. And yeah, it's a Light On IT Corp version. And it's dated 2005, so it's also a bit too new. It's also a CD rewritable drive, which is nice. Eventually I'll get period accurate drives for this thing, besides the hard drive, because we're not using spinning rust anymore. Alright, now we just need to install the motherboard. Next thing on the list is to install the motherboard. Which is really nice about this case is it just slides in. So you just line it up with these two rails in the back, on the sides. You just slide it in, just like that. Then it's 3 screws on the back. Just mount it in place. And there you go. Next thing up is cables. We're going to install the CD drive cables first. That one goes there. This one goes there. And that one goes there. And we'll just tuck it into the bottom drive bay to make it look neater. Next, we're going to install the floppy drive cable. This one goes backwards to how you think it would. Go in. And this goes there, and then I'll tuck in this cable fully when I get the power supply in, so I can, because the power cable mounts on the top of the cable. And then the last one is the hard drive cable. So we just pop it in there. Pop it in like so. And then tuck it away. There we go. Last up is the power supply. I'm using this Thermaltake TRS 600 watt. It's way too overkill for this, but it has enough molex for everything I want to do with it. So eventually I'll get a less powerful power supply for it, but for right now this works just fine. So we'll just screw it in. Wait, no. I forgot something. We have to plug in the 20 pin cable in first. Because it's right back here in the corner. There we go. Then we screw in the power supply. I'm not sure why they put the power cable in the power port right there. The 20 pin. Seems a little bit ridiculous to me, but I can see there's not a whole lot of room on the right side of the board, so screw in the power supply. Then we'll tuck in all the cables, plug in all the drives, and see if it powers on. that's our Molex. We'll wait to plug those in until I get everything cable managed. We'll tuck the 20 pin in there. We'll tuck in all our excess cables into here too. Try not to get caught on any of sharp metal bits. Though this case is pretty nice because it doesn't have any sharp metal bits. It's all rolled metal, which is very nice. I quite like this case. I might build a modern computer in it. And use another case for this machine. Now we plug in our Molexes, or Molexi, however you want it. I don't think it's Molexi, I think it's Molexes. Then we plug in our floppy cable. We tuck the massive cable into here too. And there you go, it's all done. Now I just need to put the side panels and top panel on, and it, wait, no, I forgot about the front headers. Let's see. Speaker goes there. Power switch goes there. Hard drive LED goes there. Power LED goes there. Reset switch goes there. There we go. It's all done. So yeah, this is my new Windows XP machine that I've been running for a few weeks now. But anyways, this has been All That Glitters Isn't Always Gold. I will see you next time.